Jose, good afternoon.
Hello.
Having recruited the players that you have done in this transfer window and put all the preparations in place, with the new season about to start, are you a big horse or a little horse?
We feel that we are a candidate to win the title. We know that not one or two or three, more than that, they have the same ambitions as us, but we cannot speak differently. We want to fight for the title. In the end of the season, if we are not champions because somebody else was better than us, then great, that's football. But in this moment, I think Man United Football Club, we cannot speak differently. We are going to fight for the title.
The FA have confirmed that Paul Pogba is suspended for this weekend's game. Would he have been fit enough to play anyway, bearing in mind his extended summer holiday?
I don't speak about him. He's suspended, and I don't speak about suspended players or injured players. I speak about the ones that are ready to play. So I forget Paul for a few days, and Tuesday he will be ready to play against Southampton.
And are there any injuries?
No, we are fine.
Jose, were you aware when you signed Pogba that he wouldn't be able to play this weekend? It's caught us by surprise, at least.
I knew the situation with the yellow cards, but I didn't know at that time if an accumulation of yellow cards would bring a player to suspension. I didn't know if the suspension would be like in the Italian football, a suspension for the same competition, which is the correspondent competition in England would be the first FA Cup match. I didn't know that, so I was waiting for the decision.
When did you find out?
2 days ago.
Just, you mentioned at the start there that you think there's only one or two, three teams who really think the same way as you. Do you think it's as narrow as that? Because a lot of people might think there'd be a lot more.
Many more, they think the same way as us, but they are afraid to say. They prefer not to say. They prefer to play a defensive game in words. They prefer to say or to hide or to play with the words and play defensively with the words. That's not our way. I don't think that's Man United. I think Man United has to say, day one, we want to win the title, with all the respect for the others, and maybe we don't win. Maybe we don't win. Maybe we arrive in the end of the season and we are happy that we finish top four. Maybe. Depends on the way the season goes. But in this moment, and when I speak to you, I speak to my players too, because I know that they will get the feedbacks from our conversation. I cannot speak differently.
Jose, many Manchester United fans have been frustrated in the last couple of seasons. So what can we expect from a Jose Mourinho side that's going to change those frustrations?
Professionalism. That is for sure. We are not here to have fun. We are not here to enjoy the sunny weather. We are here to work. We are here to give everything for the club, and that's the way. And that's the way. And that yes, that we promise. A part of that, football is football. You can't promise things. You can promise that you want and that you are going to do everything to try to achieve our goals. But promises, the only one is that every Man United fan around the world can make sure that inside of these training grounds, everybody works hard every day.
You have trimmed the squad a little bit as well. McNair, Love, they've gone on permanent deals. Januzaj has gone out on a season loan as well. Why do you feel that he didn't fit into your plans, and how close are you now to finalising that 23?
He fits in my plans. He fits in my plans. That's why he's on loan. And that's why he's on loan at the Premier League club. If he doesn't fit in my plans, we don't care about him. We don't care about where he's going. We don't care about which club, which competition, which manager, and we just send him to maybe Borussia Dortmund, where he didn't play one match. So yes, we care about him because we think he's a talented player. But to be in the same squad as Martial, Mkhitaryan, Mata, Ashley Young, Memphis Depay, to be in the same squad of them would mean not many matches. So we cannot be selfish. We have to think about the players. And to think about the players, in this case, Adnan, is to give him all the conditions to develop. So play well. We see him every week in this country. We can compare performances. He's in the right place with a manager that likes him a lot, and so hopefully everything goes well for him, and that's what we want because we want him back.
The fans as well, I mean, you talk about title candidates and you're putting that pressure on yourself. How have you found the fans when you meet them in the street? Because expectations now have changed dramatically over the last just few months.
I don't meet them in the street because every time I put one foot outside, I have the same paparazzi chasing me all the time with the same picture every day. The only thing that changed is the shirt. But it's always the same picture, crossing that bridge, coming from the restaurant. So I cannot put one foot out. I'm catched immediately by the guy.
Can I ask you about Bournemouth? Can you assess what kind of challenge they'll give, and also Eddie Howe, someone who was highly rated and linked with the England job just weeks ago?
Stability. Same player, same manager, year after year. They come from the championship together. They didn't change the way they play or the way they try to play. They believe in some football, and they play that football. Of course, they have to try, and they do that every season to bring 1, 2, 3, 4 players to improve the squad. But basically, it's the same idea. Football is an ended product. Is a good stable team. So for sure, difficult match for us.